Welcome to the Scenario Podcast, your guide to mental health and well-being. Each episode, we uncover practical tools, discuss expert insights, and explore how supplements can transform your mental health journey. Get ready to learn, grow, and thrive with us.
Welcome, everyone. Welcome to a special deep dive. Have you ever walked into a room and just completely blanked on why you went there?
Oh, all the time. Or you're mid-sentence and poof, gone.
Exactly. Or, struggling to focus during a really important meeting, maybe just trying to read something and your mind wanders. I swear, just yesterday I headed to the kitchen for coffee, I think. Stood there like, what am I doing?
Happens to the best of us.
It really does. And if that sounds familiar to you listening, you're definitely not alone. These little mental hiccups, they can be super frustrating. Sometimes there may be a sign your brain's craving a little extra support.
Yeah, bit of TLC.
So today, we're going to take a deep dive into something really quite fascinating, a compound called Citicoline. Our sources describe it as, well, a powerful nootropic. Our mission today is to really unpack that. What is it? How does it actually work its magic on your brain?
And what does the science really say?
Right. What's the evidence for boosting memory, mental clarity? We want to give you the clear, practical insights you need to understand this intriguing brain booster.
And what's interesting here, I think, is that while loads of people might reach for a quick fix, like caffeine.
The usual suspect.
Totally. Our sources suggest Citicoline offers something pretty different. It's aiming to nourish and support the brain more long-term, rather than just giving you that temporary jolt.
Okay.
Which kind of raises an important question, doesn't it? Can a natural substance genuinely help your brain perform better, more efficiently, and even maybe recover from fatigue?
That's the core of it. We'll explore that and definitely more.
Okay.
So let's unpack this then. We hear terms like nootropic thrown around a lot. What exactly is Citicoline?
Fundamentally, our sources define it pretty simply. It's a natural substance that helps improve brain performance.
But it sounds like it does a lot more than just that. The descriptions mention boosting memory, increasing mental clarity.
Right, and even helping protect your brain as you get older. It's kind of framed as, well, brain maintenance, almost.
I see, brain maintenance. I like that.
Yeah, and if we connect this to the bigger picture, Citicoline, which you might also see called CDP-Choline, it's described as a naturally occurring compound that's just critical for brain health. Think of it like one of the brain's essential maintenance and performance tools.
Gotcha.
And it's really highlighted as being different from those quick fix stimulants precisely because it focuses on nourishing and supporting the brain over time, helping it recover from fatigue, perform efficiently,
So what does this all mean for you listening right now? Maybe you're a student trying to stay focused for exams.
Or a professional, juggling a million things.
Yeah, or simply someone who just wants to keep that mental sharpness as you get older. The sources seem to suggest Citicoline could be a really valuable brain-boosting support.
They describe it as both stimulating and healing, which is, well, quite a compelling combination.
Stimulating and healing. Okay, now that's where it gets really interesting for me. How does this stuff actually work inside your brain?
Yeah, the mechanism.
Our sources gave us this fantastic analogy. Imagine your brain is a city.
Okay, like a bustling metropolis.
Exactly. Then Citicoline is like the construction company. It rebuilds the roads, which are your neurons, restores the power lines, your neurotransmitters.
The communication network.
Right. And improves the overall traffic flow, the communication between brain cells.
That's actually a perfect analogy because it highlights Citicoline's dual function. It breaks down into two key components.
Okay.
So first, you get choline. This part helps build acetylcholine. Now, acetylcholine, why does that matter so much?
Okay, yeah. Acetylcholine is absolutely crucial, isn't it? It's directly involved in forming memories, paying attention, learning new information.
The real cognitive heavy lifting.
Totally.
Yeah.
Without enough of it, focusing, recalling details, it all becomes much, much harder. Like trying to send emails with a faulty connection.
Exactly. So that's the choline part. Then there's the other component, citidine.
Okay, citidine, what's its job?
This part helps build phosphatidylcholine. Bit of a mouthful, but
Phosphatidylcholine.
got it. It's vital for repairing and maintaining brain cell membranes. Think of those membranes as the protective skin around your brain cells.
Okay, the cell walls, sort of.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
And
well-
as our sources explain, when these membranes break down just through wear and tear, age, stress, brain cells don't function as well. It impacts thinking, focus.
Makes sense.
Citicoline helps rebuild them, making those cells stronger, better at sending signals. It's structural support.
So it's building blocks in communication. But wait, there's more, right? Didn't the sources also mention energy?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Beyond just building and repairing, Citicoline also boosts your brain's energy production significantly.
How does it do that?
It increases levels of ATP, adenosine triphosphate. That's basically your brain's main fuel source, its energy currency.
Like the power plant for the city.
Exactly. And it also boosts phosphocreatine, which is like a backup energy reserve, especially important during stress or high mental demand.
Ah, like reserve generators kicking in.
Precisely. And this explains why many users report feeling more alert, more focused, and just less mentally fatigued. It's like giving your brain a continuous, sustained power supply, not just a quick sugar rush.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. Building blocks, better communication, and more energy. Pretty comprehensive.
It really covers the bases.
But, it's one thing to understand how something might work theoretically. What does the actual science say? Does the clinical evidence back this up?
That's the crucial question, isn't it? And our deep dive into the sources reveals some, pretty compelling clinical research.
Okay, lay it on us.
What's particularly fascinating here is the evidence for benefits in healthy individuals, not just people with existing conditions,
Right, so for general cognitive enhancement.
Exactly. For example, there was a clinical trial, McGlade and colleagues back in 2012. They studied healthy adult women who took 500 milligrams of Citicoline daily for 28 days.
Okay, 500 milligrams. What did they find?
Compared to the placebo group, those taking Citicoline showed definitely improved attention.
Noticeably.
Statistically significant improvements, yeah. Also faster reaction times and better psychomotor speed.
Psychomotor speed. That's like mind-body coordination, right? Thinking and doing.
Precisely. Connecting mental processing with physical action quickly and accurately.
Wow, okay. Those are actually pretty big deal benefits, not just for studying or work performance, but for everyday things. Driving, making quick decisions.
Remembering conversations even.
Yeah. And wasn't there another study mentioned?
There was. Another one in the journal Psychopharmacology. Found similar improvements attention, working memory in healthy adult women. This time they took 250 milligrams daily, again for 28 days.
So even at a slightly lower dose, still seeing benefits.
Seems so. And connecting this to the bigger picture, there was even a study using magnetic resonance spectroscopy.
MRS.
Fancy imaging stuff.
Yeah, basically looking directly at brain chemistry. They found that Citicoline supplementation actually improved brain energy metabolism. It increased those ATP and phosphocreatine levels we talked about.
The energy molecule.
Right. And this was observed in older adults who had mild cognitive impairment. So it consistently points to its role in actually powering cognitive functions.
Okay, so pulling all that science together.
Yeah.
What's the main takeaway? It sounds like the sources are pretty clear that Citicoline does a few key things.
Yeah, I think we can summarize it. It helps build those brain chemicals like acetylcholine that power memory and focus.
Check.
It supports brain cell health by repairing and maintaining the neuronal membranes. The structural part,
Okay.
it increases mental energy, boosting ATP and phosphocreatine, especially helpful during stress or fatigue.
Got it. Energy boost. And importantly, it seems to be one of the few nootropics with pretty solid clinical evidence behind it. It works to make your brain work better over time.
Which is fundamentally different from that quick caffeine boost we mentioned at the start.
Yes.
This is more foundational.
Exactly. It's working with the brain's natural processes, not just overriding them temporarily.
Okay, really compelling stuff. So if you're listening and you're intrigued by Citicoline, you're probably wondering about the practical side of things.
Yeah, the how-to.
Like how much should you take? When? What do you look for in a supplement? Our sources definitely cover this.
They did. The standard daily dose mentioned is typically 250-500 milligrams, usually taken once or twice a day.
Okay, 250 to 500 milligrams.
For higher cognitive support, maybe for recovery purposes, sometimes up to 1,000 milligrams per day might be used, but that's often, under guidance from a healthcare professional.
Right, always best to check. And safety, side effects.
It's generally really well tolerated. Very few side effects reported. Some people might experience mild headaches or maybe a bit of nausea when they first start, but that usually passes quickly.
Good to know. So when might someone consider it? Who is this really for?
Our sources list several situations. If you experience that annoying brain fog or memory lapses pretty often,
Right.
If you want to enhance focus and learning students, professionals.
Makes sense.
If you're maybe over 40 and want to be proactive about preserving cognitive function.
Cognitive longevity.
Right. Also, if you're recovering from certain neurological injuries or challenges, it's sometimes used supportively. Or simply, if you just want a natural nootropic that actually has some decent clinical backing.
Okay, quite a broad range of potential uses. Now, the big question, how quickly does it work? Is it instant?
Patience is key here. It's not like flipping a switch. Our sources indicate that some people notice improved focus, maybe a bit more clarity within the first, say, 1 to 2 weeks.
Okay, relatively quick for some initial feelings?
Yeah, but the maximum benefits, the really noticeable, sustained improvements, they often build over time. Typically with daily use for about 4 to 12 weeks.
Right, consistency matters.
Definitely. Those clinical studies we talked about, they often observed the significant improvements after 28 days or even up to 90 days.
So it's an investment in brain health, not an overnight fix.
That's a good way to put it. And regarding timing when to take it, best taken in the morning or maybe early afternoon.
With food.
Yeah, usually recommended with food. The main reason is its energy boosting effects. Taking it too late in the day might interfere with sleep for some people.
Okay, morning or early afternoon, got it.
Yeah.
And a question that comes up a lot. How is this Citicoline different from just taking a regular choline supplement? They sound so similar.
That's a really important distinction. Great question. Citicoline, remember, is choline plus citidine.
Right, the two components.
That specific combination makes it highly bioavailable. Your body absorbs it really well, and crucially, it crosses the blood-brain barrier very easily.
Ah, okay. So it actually gets to the brain efficiently.
Exactly. This allows it to directly fuel the brain to do all those things we discussed. Increase acetylcholine, rebuild cell membranes, support mental energy.
And regular choline.
Regular choline supplements are good for other things like liver function, general health, but they aren't nearly as effective at actually getting into the brain and providing those specific cognitive benefits. It's really about targeted delivery.
Okay, that makes sense. Bioavailability and crossing the blood-brain barrier are key.
Absolutely key.
So if someone decides they want to try it, what should they look for when choosing a supplement? How do you pick a good one?
Good question. Quality matters here. The sources advise looking for a few things.
Like what?
First, clear purity and potency. You want that label to clearly state the dose, typically 250, 500 milligrams per capsule or serving.
Transparency.
Yes. Second, look for specific high-quality forms. Citicoline sodium is good. Even better, potentially, is cognizin.
Cognizin. Why that one specifically?
Cognizin is actually a patented, highly bioavailable form that was used in many of those clinical trials we mentioned.
Ah, so it has direct research backing for that specific form.
Exactly. It's a good sign of reliability. Third, evidence of third-party testing.
Always important for supplements.
Crucial. It verifies the quality, purity, safety, confirms that what's on the label is actually what's in the bottle.
Okay, and anything to avoid.
Yeah. Be a bit wary of proprietary blends.
Where they don't tell you the amounts.
Exactly. You want transparent labeling where the exact amount of citicoline is clearly listed, not hidden in some mystery blend where you don't know the real dosage.
Makes perfect sense. Look for clarity, specific forms like cognizin if possible, third-party testing, and avoid those hidden blends.
That's pretty much the checklist.
Okay, so we've really taken a deep dive into Citicoline today.
Yeah.
We've understood it not just as, another nootropic buzzword, but as a compound that seems to genuinely support the brain's structure, its energy, its communication.
Yeah, the whole system.
From boosting memory and focus, potentially aiding in brain repair. The science we looked at really does seem to back up some pretty impressive claims.
And if we connect this back to the bigger picture, Citicoline really offers a different kind of approach to brain health. It's long-term.
Right.
It's fundamentally distinct from just grabbing a stimulant because it's actually nourishing and helping rebuild the very components your brain needs to thrive. It's about supporting cognitive abilities from the ground up, building resilience, not just forcing alertness.
That's a powerful way to think about it, nourishing from the ground up. So, as you, our listener, reflect on our deep dive today, what really stands out to you? Maybe consider this. If our brains are truly our most vital, incredibly complex tools, how much real intentional attention are we actually giving to their long-term maintenance, their peak performance?
It's definitely food for thought.
Something to mull over. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Thanks for tuning in to the Scenario Podcast. Don't forget to visit scenario.com for more expert tips, articles, and supplements designed to support your mental health. If you enjoyed this episode, remember to subscribe and share it with a friend. Until next time, take care of yourself.